The Delta State government has urged residents, stakeholders, and organizations to take collective and proactive measures in mitigating the impact of natural disasters. Recognizing the increasing threats posed by flooding, erosion, and other environmental hazards, the government emphasized the need for community engagement, preparedness, and sustainable practices to safeguard lives and properties. The State Commissioner for Works, Rural Road and Public Information, Charles Aniagwu, made a call during a press conference in Asaba, the Delta State capital. The commissioner, who was reacting to Wednesday's torrential rain and flood erosion along Old Lagos Agbor Road, Boji-Boji Agbor, in Eka South local government area of the state, called for a collective, positive action against natural disasters.
The cross, or what looked like the title of my briefing this morning, is a call for positive, statewide positive action against possible natural disasters and issues that may upset our normal day-to-day living. A call for positive, statewide positive action against possible natural disasters and issues that may upset our normal day-to-day living. I'm sure yesterday most of you saw and witnessed the very heavy downpour across our dear state, and then the havoc it wreaked on some properties, particularly vehicles and motorcycles in the Eka axis. What we have seen in the course of time as a challenge, which we have continued to also emphasize, the need for people to become much more responsive and responsible. But by the way, I want to sympathize with some of our brothers and sisters whose motorcycle or vehicles were either destroyed or taken away by the flood. If you go to, in this case now, the Agbor axis, you will see that there is also a giant, not even just there are two dry drains on that particular corridor that had always before now been able to also accommodate flood whenever it rains quite heavily. And I'm sure it happens in other places, but it wasn't that devastating. And we needed to address it for individuals to know what is expected of them, even as government have continued to take actions to mitigate such occurrence. We are also happy that in Asaba, at least, yes, it was also quite heavy, but we did not see that level of disturbance. We have, before now, as a government, been able to pay a whole lot of attention to flood control measures. And I'm happy that all of you are very much aware of it, that for majority of the roads that we have constructed, we ensure that we have dual drains. In some instances, we have proceeded to build storm drainages.
He urged residents to adopt environmentally friendly practices, adhere to safety guidelines, and work together in building a more resilient Delta State. Aniagwu also reeled out measures and actions that the Delta State government have taken to mitigate flood in the state.
You are also very privy to the fact that this administration have also continued along that trajectory. Not long ago, you accompanied the governor to inspect the storm drainage across the Obogonogo market, which is one of the 8 phases of the outcome of a study that was caused by the previous administration. Some of you also accompanied us to area behind the Asaba Specialist Hospital, where you also saw a huge drainage, another storm drainage. You are aware of the effort to complete the storm drainage in the Owale Oasis. You also are aware of the storm drainage we are building, which is over almost close to 30 billion in the Ugolokbe, Okwokoko, Usubi, and environs. You're also very much aware of the many drainages, including storm drainages we are building in the Warri axis. This is in addition to the many side drains that we are building along the roads that we are constructing.
Questas Kosipri reports that Aniagwu further explained that the state government, in partnership with NewMap, is also working on gully erosion sites in Asaba, particularly the gully erosion at Amacha and the Vanguard newspaper office area of Asaba, after which the government will also work on other gully erosion sites in the state.